You're welcome back to the morning show here on Arise News. As the world marks the International Day of Charity on September the 5th, Nigeria stands at a critical crossroads in its fight against poverty and hunger. Major donors have slashed funding, forcing the World Food Programme to suspend aid to more than 1.3 million people in the Northeast, the heart of the conflict zone. Nearly 31 million Nigerians are now at risk of hunger, the highest figure ever recorded. With health services already overwhelmed, the crisis is deepening. This funding gap raises a tough question. Can Nigeria keep depending on foreign aid, or is it time to build sustainable local solutions? Joining us on the morning show today for an analysis of the situation is Professor Tajudeen Olalekan Yusuf, a professor of Actuarial Science at the University of Lagos and chairman of the Board of Directors of Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation. Good morning, Prof.
It's a pleasure.
Good to have you.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us on the morning show.
I know what Zakat means and Sadaqat. I mean, those are like, giving alms, charity, and everything.
Yeah.
This is your area. This is your turf. Yeah. How do you think that we're doing when it comes to the big question of charity in Nigeria? There's hunger in the land. A lot of people are complaining. There are issues that we have to deal with, just like other countries. But then, are we helping ourselves enough?
Yeah, thank you very much for having this discussion. Charity is not only an act of kindness, but it has proven to be the foundation for building a just and resilient society.
Just and resilient.
Yes. For you to know the fact, Nigerians are among the most charitable people in the world. What we currently lack is structure, accountability, and coordination. If we have these three things in place, we'll get it right.
Structure,
coordination, and accountability. If you have those three things in place, because it has been proven in our own foundation, we see it every day. Nigerians dishing out, giving out, and helping others. If what we have experienced and the scorecard of our own foundation is anything to go by, we feel that the old country, we don't need foreign donations. We don't need them. Nigerians are among the most charitable people in the world. Our own experience has shown that this is our 25th year. And I can tell you, when we write our budget, we say, let's assume we want to target to raise 500 million in this year. We normally get to 700 million.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
We have our accounts. Our accounts are annually audited transparently. What we give to this person, what we collected from this person, we give a feedback to our donors. And they are impressed with our performance.
And your donors are largely
Nigerians.
Local.
Nigerians.
Well, I like that you pointed that out. Nigerians are one of the most charitable people in the world. Only recently, I highlighted a young man called Mr. Bike Global, I believe that's his name, on a show earlier. And he was, he's been known to give out money to, people that are in need. The other day, he gave an old man who is actually a motorcycle rider some money, cash money, and had the man leave the streets because he's obviously old. Now, when you talk about structure for such people, like the Mr. Mike Global, what sort of structure should be in place for a man like that?
Thank you. All foundations are registered with the CAC. We have the Nigerian Financial Reporting Council. Whatever you are collecting from the people, are you accountable? Are you transparent? So there must be a standard set for foundations that when you collect money from people, how are you dispensing this money? are you really using it for what it's supposed to be used for? Take for instance, Zakat, which is a compulsory charity in Islam. God gives us, in chapter 9, verse 60 of the Quran, God says, this money, how it's going to be distributed. The needy, the poor, the administrators, they have a share in it.
The administrators?
The administrators. These are the people who, because you cannot put someone in the custody of money, humongous amount of money.
And not take care of them.
And not taking care of them. They are human beings, they have their own needs too. So God himself has already apportioned 1/8 of the whole collection for this, so that the guy will not look beyond his own share. He already has a share taken care of by God. Taken care of by God.
So if it's not greedy,
if it's not greedy,
it's been taken care of.
So we exemplify this a lot in Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation.
Yeah.
We made sure that after our own internal accounting officers, we have external auditors. And we maintain a high sense of governance in the sense that we have board of directors, we have management, we have external people in the management to making sure that things we do are done transparently. And that's has made our donors to be impressed.
Yeah.
We'll give reports, well typed, online. If you go to our website, it's there. This is the money we collected, this is how we have spent it. And we don't spend too much money on expenses or administrative costs.
Yeah.
We already have 1/8 apportioned by God.
Yeah.
So this transparency will go a long way. Look at Nigerians. When Nigerians see how judiciously the resources collected from the people has been spent, and you go to any government offices, you have the FOI, freedom of information.
Yeah.
If we allow that that law to see the light of the day, more and more Nigerians will be willing to give when they are seeing the way it is being used for. So take for instance, if in Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation, we'll give you the report, both pictorial evidence that we actually did this, and you are free to call them. Did Zakat and Sadaqat do this for you? And then the feedback we get will make them to say, look, I'm ready to be donating my money to you people. We have people who have been with us for 20 years.
Donating.
Some will say, look, and we also give them this time to say, look, what do you want us to do with this money? It will tell you, okay, go and sink borehole in my community.
That's where I was going to come to. Like a good chunk of the money that you raise, what do you use them for?
Good.
Is it to alleviate, the question of hunger? Is it to look after the poor? if for example, let's say as a Christian,
Okay.
I decide to use my tithe to donate to you, is that acceptable?
If we will collect it. We will collect it. What we do is...
As my own zakat?
Yes. We don't ask you...
What is the money for?
What is the money for? You want to contribute to... You will tell us, okay, do you have any set of people in place, in mind?
In mind.
Your community. Some will say, I don't want to show my face, but I want you to go and do this in my community. Okay. And we'll go there and do it. We will record it and we'll give you back. This is what your money has been spent for. So what we do is we allow people to write to us. People will write to us of their needs. We organize an interview for them, whether what they are asking for is a true and genuine need. And we also have our field men who go around to verify what they tell us. So we have the days we give our, in fact, on the 13th of this month, we are going to do the final lap of distribution. We have covered 27 states as I speak to you.
Wow.
27 states in Nigeria. So in Lagos will be the final day when we are going to do the distribution. So people will come, we give them all sorts of. We cater for education, health, wealth creation, and emergency needs. For instance, there was a flood in Borno last year. We were there. The governor of the state welcomed us in Borno State. There was this flood in Niger State. What's Mokwa? When the bridges were damaged, we were also there. We spent 5 days there. The governor welcomed us and said, what is Zakat and Sadaqat doing? So they were so impressed because of what? Our accountability, our transparency, and we have the corporate governance is well respected in Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation.
Well, how can we, mirror your sort of philanthropy in your foundation? Because we know that the World Food Program has pulled aid, for millions of people, especially here in Nigeria as well. I don't know the sort of ripple effect that can have on, charity and, sort of foundations that we're seeing like yours. And I also like for you to touch more on what corporations can do beyond these CSRs. How can they be incentivized to, form foundations like yours?
Like in the country today, we have a group of agencies like us coming together to digitalize our operations so that if somebody has been taken care of here, there is a record. He cannot collect twice. So we stress that structure must be in place. Nigeria, God has blessed this country so much. The resources are so humongous that if we introduce structure into what we do, transparency and coordination, we will really go in.
But there are too many poor people in Nigeria.
It's because of lack of structure. There are some, there are those we regard as economically active poor. Economically active poor.
What does that mean?
He's working, but he's not. He has impediment in terms of capital to enhance his productivity. So we do what we call capacity enhancement for this set of people. There are people who cannot cater for themselves, either because they are blind, they are physically challenged. So put them aside. And there are some who are lazy, who don't want to work. And there are some who are really struggling. Most Nigerians are working. I must tell you, most Nigerians are active, they are working, but they still cannot make the ends meet. We look out for this set of people.
Okay.
We look out for this set of people to enhance them, buy equipments for them, give them more training, to make them more productive.
Empower them.
Empower them so that they can be useful to themselves and to the community. Because what we stress to our recipients is, as you are collecting this money, we'll be watching after you. We want you by next year to be one of our donors. And I tell you, this has happened. Let me give you an example. In Kaduna State.
So people who have benefited
in Kaduna State,
have
a
become
woman
donors.
came. She said she needed 5,000 naira to do what? To buy corns, groundnuts, to sell. We gave her that money. The following year, she came, and we were saying, Madam, why are you not here last year? I said, no, I've not come here today to collect. I have also come to give.
Wow.
Because my business has been turned around.
Oyosaka.
Yes. She now came to contribute.
In other words, she has given.
So, and that is what the government should do for Nigerians. There are people who are very active in this country. Give them the wherewithal, give them the skill, give them training, buy equipments for them. They will be useful. Not everybody is a beggar. And we need to reduce this culture of dependency. And that is what the Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation is stressing at. Like a few days ago, we organized what we call business plan competition. This business plan competition is for those young entrepreneurs who have good ideas. We have experts. Okay, come and prove yourself. What can you do? And we are giving them 1 million, each of them 1 million. And this is our 10th year.
1 million?
Yes, 1 million. Just prove to us you can do it. You know the irony. Majority of the winners were women.
Wow.
So our women folk, any family that the woman in that family is contributing to the family, you will notice the difference. Because it gives the man himself to the energy to be hardworking, because he knows the wife at home is also contributing. So this is what Zakat and Sadaqah Foundation is doing, to making sure that the wealth is not residing only with the affluent. For us to have a balanced society, those who have, you know that what you have, you are a trustee on behalf of God. So give to others, share with them, so that we all can have security. Because if you don't give them what what you have, from what you have,
Part of what you have.
you will not be free to move on the streets.
What will your foundation be doing on the International Day of Charity, given that this is the first celebration after America decided that they were withdrawing from many of these charitable things? You know, USAID, you know, all those things, all those free monies are no longer there. What will your foundation be doing, you know, next week?
In fact, for you to know, it is not only the Charity Day that Zakat and Sadaqah Foundation has been active. Widow's Day, the girl child, all these occasions will come out.
There's both Child Day.
Yes. We come out to gather these people and give to them, because God has put us in a position to organize this, and we have been doing this continuously for the past 25 years.
Wow.
Okay.
And the feedback, by the grace of God, has been very impressive, massive, and encouraging. So if all foundations in Nigeria can use our own template, Nigeria will go places.
Now,
Accountability is very key.
very key, transparency as well. Now, do you share the data that you collect from your charity work with government agencies, and how can that be? I don't know if to use
Like
the word
the humanitarian ministry, for example.
do you share that type of data, and how can that be used as templates for other foundations?
Like I said, we have our data on our website. We have a website, and then we publish our data annually there, and we also collaborate with government agencies, ministries, in this regard, when the need arises. And then we seek always to collaborate with government, because we go to the grassroots, and we know the people in the grassroots, and we have our data. So government is always encouraged to come to us. We go to them most of the time, that this is what we have. Like I mentioned, when we went to Borno, we met with the governor, and the governor received us. He was very impressed of what Zakat and Sadaqah is doing, in the sense that he saw what we brought, and we have a experienced, competent personnel who are handling these things. And we relish our commitment to this goal. It's a divine assignment, and by the grace of God, this is the 25th year, and we are still going strong and stronger, inshallah.
Explain to us what the two key words of your foundation mean. Zakat and Sadaqat. I have a feeling that Zakat means...
Zakat is compulsory.
That's what you give.
Yes, Zakat is... You know how do you collect the Zakat? If we collect it net, after you have taken care of your basic needs, you are not owing anybody. If what remains is up to a threshold called nisab, that threshold is, around this time now, is around 10 million.
Okay.
God wants you to give 2.5%. Net, not gross.
Net.
In a year, just give 2.5% of the net. If the net is up to that threshold, give it as zakat. Sadaqah is flexible, whatever you can afford. If you don't meet the threshold set by God, you don't pay zakat, you pay sadaqah. Sadaqah is voluntary. But zakat is compulsory. You must pay it. Once you meet that, your cash, your shares, your investment, your buildings that you are using for commercial purposes, you must pay 2.5% annually. Once the money is above more than, let's say, 10 million, based on the current exchange rate.
So that's a kind of tithe, isn't it?
Yes. The Christians will call it tithe.
Yeah.
We call it zakat.
Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, are you going to pay some zakat or
I'd love to.
Sadaqat?
I mean, you know, I'm all about philanthropy and this sort
Very
of
good.
Charity work, because it's the only
She's
way
a
we
good
can
philanthropist.
make the world a better place.
I can say that. You know.
Oh, really?
The insecurity we have in Nigeria can be linked to people not being taken care of.
Yes, absolutely. And, you know, they said between 2015 and 2024, Nigeria received a total of $7.8 billion in US aid year by year, which totaled a range from 446 million in 2015 to a peak of 1 billion in 2023, then falling to about 783 million in 2024. Now, these statistics are staggering, like I said earlier, and would like to know how these aids that are not given to us right now in Nigeria, like I asked earlier, how does that affect there's actually 31 million people that are facing hunger right now in Nigeria.
Yeah, I think the government has to up its game. There must be transparency. There must be accountability. People must account for what they have collected. And Nigerians must be given the opportunity to ask questions. And those at the ends of affairs too should be able to publish what they are using with this money for. There must be public hearing, public sitting for people to ask questions and then for people to be answered. This is how, so government must be accountable. They must be able to show people, be open. This is our record, these are our books. Go to this website. If you don't understand anything, this is the person to call, and we will get it right. Yeah. Because the problem of Nigeria is not lack of resources. It is lack of management.
Yeah, but there are a lot of people saying that we're a poor nation in spite of...
You see, God has not created a poor country.
Anywhere.
No. Imagine it. When there are unrest or crisis in those war-torn areas, it is because of resources. Borno State, as you see it, has that Baga River, where they fish.
Yes.
Research has shown that the amount of fish in that area can feed the entire Africa.
In Borno?
In Borno. No state in this country lacks resources. What do we use for our ecological fund? What do we use it for? So God has blessed Nigeria. It is now, the onus is now on the managers, government, to ensuring that there is accountability.
What are those three things you mentioned again before we let you go?
Structure.
Transparency.
Yeah.
Coordination.
Coordination.
Once we have these three in place, we don't need foreign aids. We can take care of ourselves.
Fantastic.
Professor Yusuf, we want to thank you for this words of wisdom.
Yes, words of
that
wisdom.
you have shared with us.
And thank you very much for everything that you're doing with your foundation.
25 years.
Yes.
That's
Nigeria needs more foundations and people like you
to
make our country greater.
And we hope, of course, that the authorities are listening so that they can pick one or two things from the good works that you're doing. Thank you, Prof. Thank you so much.